What the fuck? Huh?
Subscribe because it's not a bad idea. Hit that like if you want. Hit the dislike button because I cannot control you or tell you how to live your life. The understanding is that we respect each other's truths, which makes this particular story strangely ironic based on today's social climate with the constant virtue signaling of this diversity thing. But some forget the people they're calling themselves being diverse with have truths of their own. Mi casa, su casa. You respect me, I respect you. But I don't have to think or act in ways that I don't agree with. I don't care what you think about how I should react to certain things that come my way. You do you, I'ma do me. How's that? Well, let's talk about this. This is something people shouldn't play around with, as it has destroyed the public image of men in the past. Angelica Ross, actor and singer who identifies as Transformer. I didn't know who this was until I saw this story on my social media feed, but I thought it was worth a little attention. Ross made a post on Instagram that raised some flags. It was first reported on the It's On Site Instagram page. And yes, the post is there on Ross's page as well, with a peculiar song playing in the background. What's that about? Supposedly joking about being on a date with Michael B. Jordan, just by posting a pic with an off-putting caption, showing everyone the cheap shit some would do for those 15 minutes of fame. Let's read what this shit says, which feels kind of weird reading. So, let me read this in the voice I hear in my head and break it down. Disclaimer, no Diddy. Okay, let's read what this says. This was on his Instagram, with a little weird song playing. So, just tell me what you think of the post in the comment section, because this is very off-putting for any straight man. Okay, it says, Angelica Ross, flashback to our first date at Michael B. Jordan. We talked about misogyny and intolerance of LGBT folks in the black community. To be clear, you had no idea it was a date, but I was in La La Land with you. Laugh emoji. I got in a van to leave and started to gush with the girls and realized one of the girls was your sister. Laugh emoji. So I kept it cute. But we'll never forget what a gentleman you were. Can we go back? Jesus Christ. Let me break this down real quick. All right. We said, we talked about misogyny and intolerance of LGBT folks in the black community. I strongly disagree. Black people are actually the most tolerant of the LGBT community out of any group, and the most tolerant of any group that the TV says to be tolerant of. Gets a little tiresome when people try to point out the intolerance of blacks. It's bullshit. To be clear, you had no idea it was a date and I was in La La Land with you. That is a very uncomfortable statement. I mean, that's the part that they said that some people tried to say this was a joke. But we'll get to that in a minute. I got in a van to leave and started to gush with the girls, and realized one of the girls was your sister. Yeah, laugh emoji. So, sister probably wanted to slap the shit out of you, but, you know, she didn't want to get beat up by a nigga. So I kept it cute. How? Like, how is that even possible? But we'll never forget what a gentleman you were. Can we go back? Now, if Michael B. Jordan goes back, then with all of this being said, that's pretty much a giveaway, but he has presented himself as a heterosexual black man, so I seriously doubt it. And I know it's Hollywood culture, but I'm going with he's a straight man based on his public appearance of being a straight man who has dated women. Adult, human, female, biological, natural. Born with it. And for those of you who are saying this is a joke, why make this weird ass post and say this shit that's said in this post anyway? Seriously? I would never want to hear a dude is in La La Land with me. The fuck does that mean? So let's read some comments. You know, there were some ignorant comments just like this one right here, saying, did y'all even read the caption or just the headline? Any reason to come for the dolls though, right? Y'all kill me. It's a joke. Is that Pedro Pascal? But anyway, dolls is another thing that they say for, you know, transformer people. But here's the reason why you don't say shit like this, because it might be misinterpreted in a headline. Check this out. Yeah, you can check out this website for yourself. I'll leave it in the description, the link in the description below. This headline reads, "Who is Angelica Ross? All we know as trans actress recalls first date with Michael B. Jordan." Now, see at a glance, that's already fucked up right there. And what if this article doesn't offer context? People are going to believe Michael B. Jordan dates that way. And people love to believe bullshit. But I will say this, there were some comments that called this bullshit directly out. And I can say I'm proud of humanity for this. Oh yeah, also, these were comments from its own site, Instagram page. This comment reads, "And then when straight men don't want to hang with them, they get mad and want to try to cancel them." Let me offer you a little bit of proof of that. Actor Christian Keys had this to say on Instagram a few years ago, and they wanted to cancel him for this.
What else I want to talk about? This might get me in trouble, but oh well, it needs to be addressed. Respecting people's truths. I got nothing but love for all our brothers and sisters in the gay community, period. It ain't my business. That's between you, who you love, and God. With that being said, and respecting each other's truth, if I respect yours, respect mine. Gentlemen, let's not be in the comment section with the eggplant emojis and you know, the sexual comments. I'm not a fan of that. I appreciate you support my work, but let's not be in the DM talking about, "Hey sexy, what's up? What's good?" Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So again, if I respect your truth, respect mine. Respect people's truths. We don't need to be harassing nobody and doing all of that, man. It's too much, it's too aggressive. I say let's not do that, and let's just respect who people are genuinely. I think that's a fair request.
What was wrong with what he said? Yet they tried to cancel him for this. Now, you know, them getting mad because straight men don't want to date them is like me getting mad that white women don't want to date black men, would rather date white men instead. It's a preference. And why would I be mad about something like that? I have my preferences too. Let me stress again that straight men do not play like this, even if it's a joke. The comments continue to call this person out. Look at the comment in the middle. This is exactly how Chingy lost his career. It was literally because of Patrick Starr. And I'm sure that Chingy still has PTSD from this experience, because niggas will believe anything, especially with all this stuff going around about the industry. And now with the recent revelations about Diddy, that's further reinforcing stuff like this. And niggas be jealous of other dudes' success, is that they will use the weaponization of lifestyles to destroy someone. Like I said, niggas will believe anything, especially all the talk and the rumors of the industry culture. And look who else comments. Claudia Jordan, one of the 4 insufferables on the Cocktails with Queens podcast for Fox Soul, who had this to say in true Democratic Party fashion. "Nah, I hate when fans do this and put 10 on 20. This ain't a trans thing. This is a manners thing. I can't tell you how many men I've been alleged to have been with because I was cool and took an innocent picture with them. It's annoying." Why even say any of that? But I'll say this. It is the job of sisterhood feminists to take the emphasis off what really happened and make it all about themselves. Me. And honestly, how many guys have really done this to Claudia Jordan, taking a pick and lying on her? She need to stop. But I am glad she did bring that up. Yeah, let's flip it. What if it had been a guy that lied about, you know, taking a girl out on a date? This man would be socially ostracized immediately and labeled like he's a creep or some type of stalker, or he's capable of the R word and abuse. Yep, the double standards. Yeah, take this pic, for example. What if Michael B. Jordan said, "I took this pic on the day that I took Lauren London to that shed and really boinked her in all 3. This man's career would be all but over in this Me Too era. But in this Diddy trial era, it's possible. I'm just kidding. And yes, this is a trans thing because heterosexual men do not want to date trans women, and that's just how it is. That's why those fans are speaking on this the way that they are. And that's why I'm speaking the way I am. Yeah, women like Claudia Jordan support everything the LGBT community does, but then when some man makes her mad, the first thing she does is call him gay. The utter hypocrisy. One more comment. It says, "So he sat and talked to you about topics that only concern you and offered a safe space for you, and this is how you decided to repay his hospitality and kindness. Crazy." Eye roll emoji. This comment emphasizes a couple of things, one of which is you can't be nice to anyone. And people wonder why some celebrities are assholes. Because of shit like this. I understand possibly that MBJ will probably not respond to this. If he does, it will be professional without expletives. I mean, he's a popular celebrity with everything going for him, and I'm sure he doesn't need the headache of a certain community coming for him, trying to make him apologize for nothing repeatedly. So I'll say it. Hail to the no. I'll tell anyone to stay in their lane. If a straight man actually, however, wants to date a transformer, then that means he's not straight. And what straight black man outside of simps want to listen to another dude talk about misogyny and intolerance of alphabet people in the black community? It probably ain't even intolerance. Some of these folks are just annoying as fuck. You know what else is annoying? This weird ass post. So everyone, again, stay in your lane. And I'm out.